Good morning. Good morning. Say hi. Let me know who's here with me. I'm a few minutes late. I spilled coffee everywhere. One of those mornings. All right. So we have to really understand why someone's not stepping up and what you can do to fix it. Because the whole game is about getting what you want, right? The whole game is about understanding that people are mirrors to you. Good morning, my love. That people are mirrors to you, that this isn't about that they need to do something different in order for me to know something, that they need to show a certain level of behavior or say these magic words and then I'll know I'm worthy and amazing, right? No, what it's about understanding that if people are mirrors to you, what is the story of you? If you keep wondering why they're not committing, wondering why he won't fully choose you, wondering why you always feel like you're waiting for more, you're waiting for that shoe to drop, that's the reason why he's not stepping up, because you're still accepting less. You're holding a story that says, I'm not good enough to get what I want, so I'm going to reinforce all the things that are manifested that I don't want. I'm going to believe in those as facts more than I believe that I'm worthy to get what I want. You're teaching people how to treat you. So many people, when they discover law of assumption, when they're on this journey of breaking unhealthy patterns in their love life, they miss the most important thing. The most important thing is how you perceive yourself, what you truly believe about you and your worth. It is not about them coming in and then you feel worthy. It is not about them choosing you and then you know you're enough. It's about you changing the story of you and believing that you are enough and embodying that. How do you embody things? It's your behaviors. It's who you're being. It's the essence of you. It's your sense of self. And when we have low self-concept and love, our sense of self is in the shitter. Our sense of self says, I'm not good enough, right? So you bargain, you negotiate your worth, you accept the standard that they're offering, which is a standard that is less than what you say you want. So those are the reasons why they're not stepping up. That's the reason why he's not committing, because you are allowing yourself to accept less than what you say you want. Remember, we manifest who we are, not what we want, in the sense that yes, you can call in what you want, but it don't mean you're going to keep it because of who you're being. So when do you choose her? When do you choose the version of you that says, you know what? I'm going to show myself that I matter. You know what? I'm going to look at how I'm thinking, the story I'm holding in my mind, and how I'm conducting myself. Is this a woman I'm proud of right now? Is this a woman that I am like excited about what is in store for her? Because I know when I had low self concept and love, I was not acting that way. I was not proud of who I was. I was not conducting myself in my love life in a manner that honored myself. I kept giving up my power. I kept accepting the breadcrumbs. I kept settling for what I believed I deserved, which was crap. So this is what we have to do to get someone to step up is you got to choose you. And a lot of you, what you're missing the point is you're still obsessing about someone outside of you. You're still needing confirmation and validation outside of you. That the minute the 3D doesn't mirror back to you something that you desire, you don't know it's yours. You don't believe you're worthy to receive it. You go into the old story of, see, nothing's changing. See, it's not working. You're teaching people how to treat you. This is why I find it very interesting sometimes with people who don't want to work on their boundaries because they falsely believe if I just change the story of the person I'm dating in my mind, if I keep affirming 900 times that they're going to see me different, they're going to choose me, that that's how I'll get everything I want. Well, good luck. Let me know how that works out for you, because what y'all will tell me is that, yeah, I get some of the things that I want, but it doesn't stick. And you know what I noticed is that I still feel not good enough. I still don't know my worth and value if they're not demonstrating something to me that says I'm worthy and I'm valuable. So the standards you hold or don't hold is it's your embodiment of what you believe of you. So when your standards and your boundaries say, yeah, I'm telling you in the paragraph text and I'm telling you, right? in the conversations we have that I need to be safe in love. I need to be this. I need to feel this. I want this. I want that. And but then your behaviors and actions don't match that, which is who you truly are. It's not the fucking words you're saying, it's the choices and behaviors that you're doing is showing you who you're being. And if your choices and boundaries are saying, even though I'm telling you I'm worthy of commitment, even though I'm telling you that I deserve more, even though I'm telling you I'm not going to accept this, but then my actions show that I keep accepting it, my actions show that I'm still chasing you, my actions show that I still don't know my worth and value because you're offering me a crumb and I'm snatching it up rather than saying, no, I'm waiting for the fucking whole package, right? So I know this because this is what I used to do. And I stopped doing it through my self concept work. And this is why I created all the programs that I do because I'm the one that led the movement in this because it is the truth. If you don't know you're worthy, you will continue to accept less than what you truly want because that is your belief system. The belief system says this is what I believe to be true for me. So if you believe something is true for you, then you'll do behaviors that support and show you what you believe. So you have to pay attention and understand, do my words align with the version of me who knows their worth? One check mark, right? Do my actions align with the version of me who knows my worth? And if they don't, well, then you got a discrepancy, a big discrepancy. And your actions are the end result of you. It's your final manifestation in the 3D in the sense of what you believe programmed in you, your actions show you evidence of that. And so I have my Goddess in Love bundle course that is all about this. It has the You Are the Prize course in it. I think there's like 30 modules of You Are the Prize focused on that, about changing your mindset to know your worth and value and love. It also has my Goddess in Love program in there, which is about your self-concept in love and relationships in love. And then it also has Inner Child course, not the Inner Child Masterclass. I did an actual course about inner child work so you can start healing and unanchoring yourself from the past and get what you want in love. Because what we're doing, right, is where the little girl in you that her needs were neglected, that she was programmed. Like I had abandonment wounds because of being in foster care. So whatever your story is, whatever your trauma was, whatever your experiences were as a child, it's like that 5-year-old version of you is the one that's running your dating life. The 5-year-old girl in you is screaming and lashing out and needing someone to see her, someone to hug her and support her and love her. That's why emotionally you're responding the way that you are. When I recognized that, when I started changing my self-concept and love, it was so obvious to me when I looked at when I felt triggered and my wound was like exposed and fucking, not to be gross, I would say oozing. It's kind of gross though, right? But like when that wound of my abandonment and my fears and my insecurities was like agitated, I lashed out. I would say the meanest things. I would do things to sabotage and hurt that person back because the little girl in me, that's the only way she knew how to operate. She didn't know how to get her needs met. And I was looking outside of me to have someone meet my needs for me rather than knowing how to give it to myself. And so through the self concept work, you change that dynamic. And that's how you get what you want. And that's how people start stepping up for you. It was the only way I got people to step up for me consistently in a healthy, fulfilling, good way. Not the way I had before, where it was pain, but I knew they would be back, and then pain, and then I knew they'd be back. And they always kept coming back, but it was drama and pain. And it was just so much garbage, right? And so it's understanding this work is about you, that this man, this woman, whatever you date, is responding to you, your beliefs about you that you're certain of. So if you're certain that they're never going to change, if you're certain in your subconscious mind that love is hard and that you're not worthy and that you have to say yes to the booty call because if you don't say yes, you're never going to get more than that. Well, then, baby, that's what's they're mirroring that back to you. It's not about they change and then you know something different. It's you change you and then they will respond accordingly. This is what the work is. So Crystal has an amazing story because Crystal's been going into all the programs and updating us through different social media platforms and emails and all kinds of things of her progress. She's recreating her family system. She is repairing her marriage. She is repairing her relationship. She's repairing her family through this work. And it's been working since immediately she bought my Fuck 3D bundle. What else, Crystal? You've been in a lot of my things. And the progress is just continues. So she's updating. So true. When I focused on myself and stopped focusing on SP, things really started shifting. He's moving back home and his 15-year-old son is moving in with them. I have wanted all five of us under the same roof for the last 6 years, and now it's happening. My daughter is so excited. I am so happy for you, girl. Sending you so much love and hugs because the version of you just a couple, what was it, weeks? It's been since December, right? Since December, when she started doing the work through the way I teach it, my suggestions, all this movement's happening. And they were not living together. They were not together at all. And in less than 2 months, he's moving back home and bringing his son with him. I mean, this is amazing. So this is he's responding to her certainty. She made it about her. She stopped justifying and making excuses and allowing herself to settle. She stopped taking her cue from the 3D reality. She decided she's worthy of more. She made the commitment to herself to believe a new story of her, and her 3D started shifting pretty much immediately. This is how it happens. Women stop. So you have to stop settling. And when you do, you create reactions in your 3D reality. Because when you change yourself and you decide you're worthy of more and you stop allowing less than what you truly want for yourself, all those insecurities are going to kick in. You're going to be triggered beyond your wildest dreams. But I teach you a million different ways of how to overcome that. I also have my Goddess Glow Up Daily Blueprint in this Goddess in Love bundle. And that course is literally everything and then some of what I did to change my self concept on a daily routine. And I give so many powerful techniques in it because I want you to pick and choose. I want you to create your own system that works for you, because when you know your own process and you have all these things to choose from and you create this daily support for yourself, baby, everything changes. This is about you committing to you. So when you stop settling, you create two reactions. He will step up. I don't know how long it's going to take because everyone's different. It's such a personal, beautiful journey. But the only way to get what you want is to do this work, is to allow them to step up. You're not allowing the 3D reality to conform to what you want because you keep believing in the old story and needing something outside of you to convince you that it's changing rather than you changing you. So you don't need outside convincing. You've convinced yourself. Um, Fuck 3D, Goddess in Love, and Love Glow Up. Oh my God, she bought all my bundles. Both of the master classes too. I mean, this is a woman that went all in, and in less than 2 months, her 3D reality has been shifting favorably. And she had moments of hiccups, but she kept doing what I tell you guys to do in these programs so that you don't let the 3D continue to control you. And while you're still scared, while you still feel unworthy, and you still don't feel good enough, you do the inner work and it keeps shifting in your favor. And she's built up this beautiful momentum. I'm so excited for you, Crystal. I love it. I love it. I love it. I would love to interview you if you open to letting me interview you on YouTube. That would be so fun. That's what I keep working on, making the story about me. And that feels good. It's everyday work, especially when SP is piping in and out of my environment. Yes. So you want the version you want. And it's not about that version has to show up first and then I know I'll get it. It's you decide, like I said, you're convincing yourself that you're worthy of this. That's how they step up. Step up. You have to stop accepting the version that's offering less. But so many of you are like, nope, I'm going to hang on because I'm going to firm so much for them that they're going to change. Okay, good luck. Let me know how that works. And if you want to keep feeling insecure and unworthy and staying stuck in the cycles where you don't know your worth, whether you're dating, because now where I'm at in my life, right? I'm starting to date again, like seriously date. I'm so excited for this because of who I am and how different I am and this whole new dynamic and experience for me. And I've already had it tested by men that I've met in real life without like intentionally dating, right? And it's understanding this, that whether it's a specific person, it's someone new, or you're dating, When you change you, when you know your worth and value, you call in versions of men you've never even fucking imagined were out there that were not aligned with you before, which is why you didn't receive them. And they'll come from people you already know, and they'll come from brand new people that you never even knew existed. And this is when it gets exciting. Found you the beginning of December. This is Crystal. Found you the beginning of December and got Love Glow Up the middle of December. Okay, good, Crystal. So I'll you can email me or I'll email you because I have your email in my system, if that's okay with you, if you give me permission. And then we'll set something up so I can interview you because this is so exciting. It's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. You deserve this. She stuck to it and she made it about her. And that's the work. It's about you. Now, yes, we have to change our story of love. I teach everyone I hit the trifecta. I hit all angles so you fucking win. So we don't leave anything uncovered because I'm all about getting to the root. I want to yank it out so that you understand your power and you know right where to go over and over again so you can transcend, so you can transform and embody this new you. It's about being her. It's not about being the old us. It's being her, the new you, the one who really does know her worth. It's the essence. You want to become this essence of this new you, this version who's dripping in worthiness, who knows she's a goddess, because the old versions will fall back and then they conform, right? And then you call in the right ones. And when the wrong versions of people show up, you're disinterested. See, when we're unhealed, when we don't know our worth and value, and I speak this from years of fucking experience of living this, right? This is what happens. Versions of people come in that are not aligned and are not healed themselves typically or have a lot of fucking issues, right? Because you're going to call in what is a mirror to your belief of you and you will accept it. You will be highly attracted to it. You're going to be drawn to that version. You're going to be like a magnet going right to the unhealed version who's going to cause a lot of pain in your life because the version of you says, this is all I know. This is what love is. Love is pain. You have this association from your past lived experiences and then your beliefs of you. And possibly for some of you, this is what you've witnessed growing up, right? You don't know any other love. I know that for me. I know that true to a lot of women I work with and even women in my own person, friends in my life and my own version of me. I had no role models for something healthy ever. So I had no idea what that was even about until I started understanding, wait a minute, how come there are women out there in the world that actually have really good love lives, right? And what is the story they hold? And then I discovered Neville, right? And that took me to a whole nother level and him talking about self-concept. And that was the game changer. So how to stop accepting less right now? You got to get crystal clear on what you actually want in a partner, what you want to feel in your love life, and then who do you want to be? What's going to be your new experience in love? Because I know before I started shifting my self concept and change my story of me in love, I could get the SP back then that I was conforming. He did conform. He was conforming all day long, but I rejected it. I still felt unworthy. I didn't like how I felt. And the only way that changed, it didn't matter how much he was giving. I was rejecting it on so many levels. I couldn't fully allow myself to receive it because I didn't trust it. And I didn't believe still that I was worthy of this kind of love. So once I rewired my self-concept and love, I'm like in receiving mode and it's expanding in other areas of my life where I'm just like, I'm just about being a receiver. Like, because my whole life I was always over giving, over giving, over giving, because subconsciously it was, I have to prove my worth and value in all areas of my life, predominantly in my love life. That's where it hindered me the most. But I can see this in all areas of my life. So I am so aware of that because of my self concept work. And so I just let myself receive all the blessings that I'm worthy of receiving. When do you let yourself just receive the love that you're worthy of receiving? When do you let yourself receive the money that you're deserving of having? When do you let yourself receive the life of your dreams that feel good in your body, the excellent health, like all of it? All of it. And when we don't know how to receive, we'll say no quick, right? We'll push people away. We'll receive something and then have to give something in return. Like it's always this, it's not a version of you, a goddess version who's just No, she's just inherently worthy. I mean, we can give, right? There's nothing wrong with giving. I give all day long. But it's understanding that I am in receiving mode, right? That I'm giving from my heart, not giving because subconsciously I have to prove that I'm valuable to others. There's a big difference. It's a huge difference. And you'll create such a different exchange in your life when you start doing this deep, healing, beautiful, transformational work. Good morning, everyone. Um, Finding you has been the biggest blessing. My life is changing so fast. I love how confident I am in myself. And even when things look like they're not going right, it doesn't phase me. I mean, that is so powerful, babe. And that is, I want you guys, whoever works with me or doesn't work with me, right? I don't care. Like, I just want you to love yourself, know your worth and value, and manifest your dream lives, get the love you want. Like, stop settling and just go big. And what I love the most though is when women share that, right? Like that there's this confidence in you now that no one can rob from you. Because that was so powerful for me is that I get to decide who the fuck I am. I get to decide my worth and value no matter what is out here on the screen. I don't care what's out here on the screen. I decide the story of me. Out here doesn't control who I am. And I had to teach myself how to do that. And that's what I teach in Goddess in Love. It's amazing. There's over 70 lessons in there of you are the prize, inner child work, Goddess in Love, transformation, changing the story of love and the types of versions of people that you want to experience and getting really clear on this and then learning how to be her. Because a lot of we don't know how to be something we never been. So it's a practice. You're rehearsing daily of this new you. You're creating this new you and you're practicing her until you become her. You're not waiting for money. They're waiting you to accept them. What can I tell myself if I still think my SP is not the type of person that wants a serious relationship? Don't make it about them. Make it about you. I'm worthy of serious relationship. I call in all the sexy, amazing, incredible, available men who are on the same page as me. They will conform. What about if an SP is going through a divorce and not ready for a relationship? Can you change that? Change the story of you. Change the story of you. See, you guys, you're letting outside control you. Get my goddess in love. You'll whip that shit right around. Circumstances don't matter, but if you're sitting here questioning and wondering, and also looking at why am I choosing this version of someone? Why do I not know that I'm so amazing, incredible that because they already know me, when their little divorce is done and over with, they haven't stopped thinking about me and they come? Like, you don't know this. You don't know this. So you want to make your choices and decisions from a place of someone who's aligned with her high worth. And when we have low self concept, we're always making choices based in fear and insecurity, not good enoughness. I know, because this was me. This was my story for, oh my gosh, way too fucking long, right? And so now that I'm on the other side of this, right? And I'm not perfect with any of this. It's never about perfection. Thank God. It's just knowing like, when you understand you're saying yes to something that is lowering your standards and your worth, it feels really icky. And so you'll backtrack, you'll move yourself out of it. If you even accepted something that was not up to your worth and value. Weird thing happened that I wanted my SP to come, but at the same time, not. I wanted more to be happy with myself. And he came back. I was shocked and didn't understand why, since I didn't focus on him. Because it's not about them. It's about putting you in a version of you that aligns with what you want. Everyone conforms. This is all those things, girl. If you, Danielle, if she's saying, would you please do some of the self conversation examples? Those are all in my programs. Oh, I love you too. I value you so much. Love you and all your education. Thank you, my love. You just got it isn't a magic conversation. It's what would you be thinking if you had experiences where you were hearing the words you wanted to hear? What would you say back? That's all you're doing. See, you do that naturally now, but it's usually not good conversations. It's usually like, look, they don't want me. And then you're telling yourself, yeah, I know. Look, you're searching for the evidence. You search for the evidence in your reality that supports what you truly believe. That's another way how you know what you believe. So stop doing that. Start looking for the evidence in your reality that supports that you can get what you want, that you're worthy, that you're good enough. You're training yourself to be different. So many of you are being led the wrong way and you falsely believe because the version of you, she's still wounded. I know I was her. She's still hurting. She still feels not good enough. She's in so much emotional pain and she still falsely believes if he just comes in and chooses me and steps up and gives me everything I want, it will be perfect then. But you have to understand that the story of you is pushed out and that is what is being reflected to you. So they will show up and give you an experience that coincides with the belief of you. So this is about changing the story of you in love. This is why you can be massively successful in other areas of your life, but suck in love because the story of you in love is different from the story of you in the other areas of your life. I know I love them so much. I think people would benefit. I know I did from the masterclass. Yeah. I have hundreds and hundreds of probably thousands of testimonials. I mean, it's I love it. Like I get so much feedback because it works. It's changing you. You're reprogramming you, your story of you and love, your story of love, and your story of how people show up for you. And you do that through the mental diet. Then we embody through shifting the feeling state so you can understand when I feel unloved. Oh, now I know how to make myself feel loved. So that helps you break the pattern of giving up your power to the 3D and needing someone to come in and do something for you because you can give it to yourself. And when you understand that and you can hold that state for a second, if I can hold it for a second, I can hold it for a minute, I can hold it for a year, right? Like, so that automatically will help you break really like detach from 3D. And then you learn how to your actions. So we teach the whole thing because that's the way that it works. It doesn't work enough to just focus on the specific person or the outside experience you want. If your self-concept doesn't match, you won't sustain it. In fact, you will naturally reject and push away the versions of the people that you want. The men that are stepping up, if you don't know inherently that you're worthy of that, you will sabotage it, guaranteed. Is it good to train our mind not to think about SP all the time? Yes. Yes. If you're thinking of a specific person all the time, it's a codependent mindset. So all that means is I'm still the old me. That is because when you have low self-concept, you're always obsessing about the person until you've decided like you've had enough, right? And then you're like, oh, it could be like 3 months, 6 months, a year, and then they come back all of a sudden, right? Well, because you dropped all the old attachment to everything. So then you were a different version of you and it came in, but then you create the same scenario, right? So when you are the old version of you who doesn't know she's worthy, you're going to hyper fixate on people outside of you. You're going to hyper fixate because you need them to be different. You're so desperate that you want them to change so you know you're worthy, so you know you matter, so you know you're special because you don't know these things inherently. So you want to train yourself to focus more on you and focus. You can still affirm for the versions of people, men show up in my life, including my SP this way, right? This is how people treat me, and my SP does the same, right? This is what I'm worthy of receiving. But make the story mostly about you and mostly about how love feels for you. There's a lot of things to do. So I really highly suggest My Goddess in Love. It's closing in a couple of days and I'm not opening it up until I don't know if it's going to be like later in the year, towards the end of the year or even next year, but it's amazing. It's incredible. And this is how you get what you want. I mean, Crystal is testimony of that. She's so amazing. But I love you all, and if you really want to overhaul your love life, it starts with you and it ends with you, baby. It is never about the other person, it's about you. And the faster you get that, the faster you'll start getting a whole new relationship, whole new experience, and a whole new you, a woman who knows she's worthy, a woman who knows she's enough, and no one and nothing outside of her can take that away from her. And that is when, ooh, babe, you are fucking unstoppable. All right. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. I'm also streaming this on X too. So I'm like, "Fuck it, why not?" And I will see you guys. I'll be back Daily Dose Thursday at 8:30 AM Eastern Time. Bye.